I just got finished with my workout and I was thinking about the times when the road gets a bit foggy, when it gets cloudy. You have everything that you want to achieve in your mind, and then all of a sudden, things don't start to go your way, right? Something comes up, some kind of a hardship, some kind of an adversity, and it makes you ponder upon, is it even worth it to continue to keep going? Are you wasting your time? Should you give up? People like you aren't destined to do things like that, right? Or it's like, man, you could do so many different things. Why are you choosing to just continue to persist on this path? But there's one word that summarizes my answer every single time the road gets foggy, and that is integrity. I always think about integrity because integrity is about doing what the fuck you said that you were going to do and following through. Understanding that sometimes life is going to punch back, understanding that circumstances aren't always going to be in your favor. However, choosing to still continue to march forth no matter the circumstances. And the consequence of continuing to persevere with grit and move forward no matter what and be relentless on your path is not only you achieving the goals that you want to achieve, but for me personally, something that matters more is achieving the kind of character that you want to achieve, because every single day we have to earn our stripes. It's one thing for you to say, "Oh, I'm this person, I'm that person," and you're describing yourself to another individual. It's another thing for you to actually be challenged. Your position is challenged now, your character is challenged now. You're met with some kind of a resistance, testing you to see if you're the man that you say that you are. And every time that you're met with those challenges, every time you're met with those decisions, that fork on the road, the only thing that you're left with are your principles. And I always like to think about my principles, especially integrity, which is principle number one. The reason why integrity is the principle number one is because regardless of what happens in your life, there's always a choice that you have to make. And if you make that choice with integrity in mind, you'll always be moving forward with congruency, and it's going to allow you to pass those hard, difficult tests that life is going to give you. The reason why most people quit is because they don't have a set of principles that they live by. They're just living life by default, no principles, no standards, wherever the wind takes me. And that's not the kind of attitude that you want to have, especially if you want to win. For me, integrity is me doing the things that I say that I'm going to do, understanding that life is going to get hard, life is going to fight back, and there's going to be challenges. And when life gets hard and life punches back, those are the moments that I'm grateful for the most, because at that point I get to test myself. I get to test my character. I get to test my integrity. I get to really test what it is that I'm made of. And those difficult moments, a lot of the times you're not going to have people there to cheer you on and to champion you to move forward and to encourage you to do the things that are going to be difficult. Most people, if anything, are going to be like, "Oh, you know what? It's okay. It's fine. Don't be so hard on yourself." But you deep down inside know that it's not okay. And there are things that you want to do. And there's a challenge in front of you. And you're thinking to yourself, how the fuck are you going to tackle this? Well, for me, my process is simple. I stay calm. Doesn't matter how hard, furious, and ferocious that storm may be. I'm going to persevere forward. I'm going to make the decisions that are based on my principles. I'm going to move forward with integrity. And I'm going to be honest with myself. Am I bitching out, or am I being the man that I know that I am? Am I moving forward with what I know that I can do? Am I actually showing up and giving it my full potential? And every time that I show up, despite of how difficult circumstances may be, and just give it whatever I have. It doesn't have to be anything extraordinary. It doesn't have to be, you lifting up a boulder and this tremendous pressure is like killing you, and you magically find the strength to fucking throw that boulder off of your fucking shoulders. It may visually look like that, right? In your head, you could develop an inspiring visual of the result of you overcoming that hardship, but there's going to be those days where it's about the little wins that you accrue over a long enough period of time that becomes that picture, that summarizes the story, that allows you to be able to have a story of conquest as opposed to a story of failures, a story of quitting. Because even if you show up today and give it your full potential, and maybe that wasn't enough, that day you'll learn something. And that lesson you could take with you to the next day and to the next challenge and to the next test. And you use that as feedback and you adjust your steps moving forward. Most people don't even give themselves that chance. They just stay in bed, don't want to face their life, don't want to face their problems, and just allow things to just happen to them, as opposed to looking at it as a gift and saying, you know what, things don't happen to me, things happen for me. Whatever difficulty I'm facing today, it's for my growth, it's for my personal development, it's to be able to unleash the beast within and charge it no matter what the fuck is going on in my life. And I think if more people thought that way, they would realize what life is truly about. They would realize that nobody has it easy, and it's a big part of life. All the problems that you're maximizing and you're making it the biggest thing of everything, and it's weighing so hard on you, all of these things, you have to understand everybody goes through that. To you, somebody else's problems may seem minuscule, but to them, that problem may be the biggest thing in the world. What is the difference? The difference is perspective. What is the perspective that you have when you're in that situation? Is your perspective, oh my God, I could barely handle this? Well, think outside of yourself. Think outside of your position. Think outside of of that present moment, of that present hardship, of that present adversity. If you're looking at yourself from a third eye view, and you're looking at yourself as if it was a movie, the character that would inspire you, what would he do in that given moment? What are some of the things that would be running through his mind in that given moment? How would he be able to turn things around, even if he doesn't know what to do? And the answer is simple. You show the fuck up and you put in the work. You don't have to know how. You just have to show up and do the best that you fucking can for that day. And you'll have the information that you need to win the battle. You'll have the information that you need. But again, most people quit, most people surrender, most people think, "Oh, this is exactly why I should turn around and pursue something else." And then they start doing something else, and then they're met with that same fucking adversity and that other thing because they thought that it was that career choice, or it was that girl, or it was that thing, whatever that may be, now realizing that it was themselves all along. Despite of what decision you make, it always goes back to you. You can't point the finger and put yourself in this victim mentality, blaming the world for the problems that you have in your life. It's your life. It's not my life. It's not his life. It's not her life. It's your fucking life. And everything has an answer if you're willing to go find it. But it's the willingness that most people don't have. And I call that cowardice. You can't be a fucking coward if you want things to go the way that you want them to go. You want things to go your way, you're going to have to fucking earn it. And it's not going to look like how you think it's going to look like in your mind. You can have a visual of this fantastic life, of all the fantastic things that you want to have in your life. But when you start to take that step forward, the world is going to calibrate you towards what the picture actually looks like. And based on that calibration, that's when you're going to be tested. Do you actually want it? Or are you just saying that you want it? I fucking want it. And I'm showing up for myself. I just did this workout. Tomorrow is going to be another workout. I'm going to make sure that I'm locked in with my diet. I'm locked in with my business. I'm locked in with the rest of the decisions that I make for that day. I'm not allowing temptations to sway me off my path. I'm standing on my standards, 10 toes down. Living life that way is going to get you what you want. I'm saying that, and I'm listening to myself saying that. And I'm just like, it's one thing for us to say this is what we want, It's another thing for us to actually do the things that are going to get us what we think we want. Because if you're saying you want something and you're not pursuing it, and you're met with that resistance, and you're willing to give up and throw your hands up and say, "You know what? You got me. That's it. This is how far I was willing to go." That's truly demonstrating what you truly want. So, be willing to take the good with the bad. Don't just look at it as just the good, because everything has a dark side to it. There is no light without dark. And understand that the people that are truly fulfilled in life, they understand these principles. If I want to get fucking shredded and I want to get swole and I want to have these goals and achieve these goals, there's going to be some kind of pain involved. That's why you have to be built from pain. You can't let the pain deter you from your path. You have to allow the pain to build you up. You have to allow the pain to challenge and allow you to be met with that force. And that's the force that's going to sharpen you. That's the fire that you need to sharpen your blade so that you could be capable of handling that level. So you can be capable of handling the life that comes with that version of yourself. Because if you're a weak fool, you're not willing, you can't handle $1 million problems. You can't handle having a swole physique if you're going to be eating like shit. If you're not going to be working out and giving it your all when you're at the gym. You can't handle a beautiful, loyal woman if you're not loyal to yourself and loyal to your standards and being the man that does what he says he's going to do. Why would she be loyal to you? Why would she be honest with you if you're not even being honest with yourself? It all starts with you. And that's why integrity is one of the most powerful principles and standards that you can live by.